Price determination in different markets. Market definition of market: a place where goods and services produced. Free goods. Free goods means freely supplied goods. You don't have to pay cost for it to render the service. Economic goods, not free goods. You have to buy for it. Economic market: only exchange of goods and services is called goods. So here we check purchasing power of an article is expressed in terms of money. Elements of market: buyer and seller, product or service, bargaining price, knowledge about market conditions, one price per particular product at a given time. Classification of market: factor market, goods and services, product market. Types of market: on the basis of area, local market for perishable, regional, semi perishable, national, durable, international, precious. On the basis of time, very short, short, long. On the basis of time, in very short period, the supply cannot be changed. Like you can say, hmm, I don't have an example right now. Short, supply can slightly, supply can change. Very long, supply can easily change. On the basis of transaction: spot, goods are physically transferred on spot. On the basis of regulation: regulated market, unregulated market. On the basis of volume: wholesale market, bank quantities, retail market for ultimate consumer, small quantities. On the basis of competition: perfect competition, imperfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic, oligopoly. Basic concept: total revenue, price into quantity, delta total revenue by delta q, tr by q. You can get a question from this. Perfect competition: very large number of buyers, sellers, homogeneous products, free entry and free exit, knowledge of mobility, NLKOT, land, labor, capital, organization. Average revenue is greater than average cost, abnormal or supernormal. Average revenue is equal to average cost, normal profit. Average revenue is less than average cost, losses. Marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, profit maximization, producers equilibrium. Long this point shows optimum cost for operating at levels. Long run equilibrium of industry firm and normal profit. Marginal revenue, marginal cost is equal to average revenue. Consumers pay minimum price. MC is equal to AC. Marginal cost is equal to average cost. Normal profit: marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Consumers, producers equilibrium. Price maker: restriction in entry, no close substitute, cross electricity. Producer equilibrium: marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Profit under monopoly, abnormal. In long run, monopolistic can hit the optimum utilization at a suboptimal level. Strategic control, government granting rights, business combination like price discrimination to earn maximization to capture foreign policy to enjoy economics of scale. Degrees of price determination, it is important. You may get one question. First degree, price is entire consumer supply. Mhm. Price is such that it takes entire consumer supplies. Second degree, only a part. Third degree, look, price varies because of location or consumer segment. Large number of buyers and sellers. Product differentiation, heterogeneous, similar, close substitute, flatter. ED is less than 1. Free entry and exist. AR is equal to AC. Huge selling cost. Non-price equilibrium. Equilibrium profit maximization. MR is equal to MC. Marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Produces equilibrium. AR is less than AC. Abnormal. So AR is equal to AC. Normal. AR is less than AC. Oligopoly. Competition among few. Strategy. Group behavior. Price rigidity. Product may different from very difficult huge response. Types of oligopoly: perfectly homogeneous, differentiated, heterogeneous, open, neophyte, closed, entries restrictive, collusive, common decision, non-collusive, complete with itself, partial. Industry is dominated by large firm. Industry is dominated by large firm. Full, no leadership, syndicated, small groups control, that is centralized, organized. All firm decides the centrally. Demand curve. Due to price rigidity, the demand curve is kinked even below. Electricity demand is less greater than equal to 1. Flatter. Electricity is less than 1. Steeper. Marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, that is produces equilibrium. One of the most important thing. Counter model. Each firm decides its outputs. Stackelberg's leader decides the output. Bertrand mode. Each firm decides its price. Duopoly. Two sellers. Monopoly. Single buyer. Few buyers. Oligopoly. Bilateral monopoly. One buyer and one seller. Duopoly. Two sellers. Monopoly. Single buyer. Oligopoly. Few large buyers. Bilateral monopoly. One buyer is there, one seller is there. Once recap the entire chapter again. Marginal cost is equal to average cost. Consumer space equilibrium. Marginal cost is equal to average cost. Plants are used fully. Average revenue is equal to average cost. Firms earn a normal profit. Marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Producers equilibrium. Profit maximization. So, perfect price determination in different market. What is market? Market is a place where goods are purchased or sold. There are two types of goods. One is free goods. Another one is economic goods. Free goods are such as air, water, sunshine, etc. These are free goods. You can consume without giving something in terms of money or anything. Economic goods. Economic goods means which is not free. So suppose you have to buy a pen, you have to pay a particular price or something for it to enjoy that kind of service. Mark in the market only exchange its value, that is sentimental value, price. Purchasing power of an article is expressed in terms of money. Elements of market. buyer and seller, product or service, bargaining price for price, knowledge about market conditions, one price for a product at a given price, classification of market. According to market, goods and services are produced. Product market, types of marketers. There are different types of marketers you can see in the locals. One is on the basis of area. On the basis of area, you can see local market, regional market, national market, international market. You can see in local market for perishable goods, regional market semi-perishable, national durable, international precious. Precious means luxury, which is you can say gold, diamonds, silvers, antique goods. On the basis of time, very short period, short, long, long. Supply cannot be changed. In very short period, the supply it cannot be changed. Short period supply can change, right? Supply can change. Supply change. Spot market. On the basis of regulation, regulated market like stock exchange. On the basis of unregulated, no regulated. On the basis of volume, wholesale market and retail market. Another one you have to take on the basis of competition. Perfect competition, imperfect competition. Perfect competition, you can see that monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly. Monopoly means where a single seller, single where a firm decides its output and price is called monopoly. Monopolistic. There are various groups of companies and firms decides a price. Same product and differentiated products like there are same soap but face value and different kinds of shape is different. Oligopoly. Few firms decides. You have to check another one is basic concept. Total revenue price into quantity. How much price and how much quantity is there. For suppose you have your price is 2 rupees for each pen. 100 2 into 100 200. Marginal revenue delta TR by delta Q. Average revenue. Then you have to check marginal revenue is greater than equal to 0. That is total revenue increasing at a diminishing rate. Marginal revenue, total revenue maximum. Marginal goes revenue goes negative. Total revenue falls. ED is less than 1. Very large number of buyers and sellers, homogeneous products, free entry and exit of goods. Firm will earn normal profits, perfect knowledge of markets, free mobility of NLKOT, land, labor, capital, organization, no selling or transport firms. Firms are price takers. Profit maximization for producers equilibrium. Marginal revenue. Additional revenue is equal to marginal cost. Produces equilibrium. Rising portion of MC is supply curve. Abnormal profit. Average revenue is greater than average cost. Supernormal profit. Where when the revenue increases over average revenue increases over average cost, then you will get profit maximization. Normal profit. Average revenue is equal to average cost, then you will get normal profit. When the average revenue falls average cost, you will get losses. Long run equilibrium. This point shows optimum cost of operating Q level optimization. Long run equilibrium of industry, all firms and non-profit. No entry, no exit. Marginal cost is equal to average cost. Marginal cost is equal to average cost. Produces equilibrium. Marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Average revenue is greater than average cost. Abnormal, supernormal. Average revenue equal to average cost. Average revenue is less than average cost. Losses. Long run monopolistic can an abnormal profit where average revenue is greater than average cost. In a long run monopolistic competition, optimum utilization they can end at sub optimum level too. How monopoly arises. Strategy control, government granting rights, business combinations like cartel, large startups, anti-competitive parties, predators, limit price levels, price determination, objectives to earn profit maximization to capture foreign markets to enjoy economic scale of disposal of excessive. Price discrimination is possible only when the following conditions is equal to submarket. Elasticity demand is less than 1. Price is very high. Elasticity demand is greater than 1. Price is low. No market attribute. Ab- arbitrage. Degrees of price determination. You will get ACP go suggested by you. You can get a question from these three degree of competition. First one is first degree. In first degree, price in such a price takes entire consumer supply. In first degree, the the consumer's profit surplus is taken by the entire profit is taken in first degree. In second degree, a part of consumer surplus is taken. Third degree, location and consumer segments matters. Monopolistic competition, large number of buyers and sellers, product differentiation, heterogeneous goods, close substitute, ED is greater than equal to 1, flat curve, flatter curve. Free entry and exit of a film, huge selling cost, price data, non-price competition, marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, producer equilibrium, profit maximization, same abnormal profit, average revenue is greater than average cost, abnormal or supernormal profit, average revenue equal to average cost, normal profit, average revenue is less than average cost, losses, oligopolistic, few number of buyers and sellers, competition among few, 2 or 10, strategic independence, group behavior, price security, product may be homogeneous or heterogeneous, very difficult, huge selling cost, types of oligopoly, pure perfect oligopoly, homogeneous product, differentiated oligopoly, heterogeneous product, open oligopoly, new film can enter, closed oligopoly, restricted entry of new films, collusive oligopoly, commonly decide price and output, non-collusive, competition with others, partial, industry is dominated by one large film, partial, Indian industry is dominated by one large film, full, no leadership, syndicated means a group, small groups control, that is centralized body, organized, often decided centrally. Demand curve, due to demand price rigidity, demand curve is kinked given below. ED is greater than 1, flatter, ED is less than 1, steeper, price is rigidly checked price, profit maximization, marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, Counter model. Each film decides its output. Stackbaggers. Leader decides its output. Berners-Lee. Film decides its price. Duopoly. Two sellers. Monopoly. Single buyer. Few buyers. One buyer, one seller.